I think I accidentally turned it off by mistake.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I started back up. I think when I was trying to adjust the screen size, I accidentally clicked go offline. Because I had to manually adjust this size. Hey look, my friends. Where the hell did Gibbs start? This is Gibb. I knew it. Yeah, apparently when I clicked in stream, it just, I mean, when I was trying to adjust it, because you have to drag and drop the corners to adjust it when you put it in window, I clicked in stream. So, whoops. No, at least the music's gonna get copyrighted when it's, when I upload it to YouTube. Finally.
Ah, heyo at Hematu. Yeah, yeah. Oh, sorry about that. I have a habit of slipping back into the Planko language. It's good to finally meet you in person. I'm Bernard, although I insist you call me Bernie. The only person who calls me Bernard is my wife. And even then, only when I've tracked elephant dung into the carpets. As you know, I own several zoos, but I always like to show people the ropes here at my home. This is the first zoo I ever opened, and a source of great pride for me. And prides, thanks to a lion breeding program we ran in the 80s. But we're in the middle of a big renovation, and that's where you come in. Sadly, our old contractor had to retire after developing a fur allergy. Poor devil kept sneezing his dentures into the lion habitat. So, it's up to you to finish everything off.
I might have done the graphics down a little bit.
I'm not completely throwing you into the deep end. My head keeper, Nancy Jones, will be lending a helping hand. Oh, she's a hard worker, and she'll expect you to be too. But I'm sure you'll get along like a house on fire, or even better, one that isn't on fire. Less shouting that way.
Hello there. From that rosy, fresh face of yours, I'm guessing you're Bernie's new hire. Good. Now, I hope you're ready to ditch your diploma because we're about to get really hands-on. But before we begin the real work, how about we familiarize you with the zoo by learning how to fly around it and visiting some of our beautiful animals. We'll start by popping over and having a look-see at the grizzly bears in their habitat.
How do I look down? Oh.
Did you know that grizzly bears, also known as Ursus arctos horribilis, can hibernate for up to 7 months a year? Oh, but then again, given the chance, I think a lot of people would do that too. Select one of the bears and you'll bring up its information panel. This is where you can find out all kinds of information about your animal. The most important thing being its overall welfare. You'll learn more about animal welfare today as we go through your objectives. But for now, let's enjoy this magnificent animal. Why don't you select the camera at the bottom of its information panel? See now, this is a fantastic way to get a close look at your animals. You can also get this view of an animal by simply double-clicking on it.
Oh, that's so cute.
Okay, when you're ready, let's pop over to the other side of the zoo and take a look at the lions. I've marked their location for you to find.
How do I climb up in the air? Lady, you're killing me.
Panthera leo leo, or the West African lion to you and me. Lions are the most social of the big cats, and there can be as many as 40 lions in a pride, although prides of that size are pretty rare. As Bernie would say, those lions are awesome, which is precisely why I handle the training instead these days. Anyway, how about we get started on those objectives? Come on, let's head over to an empty habitat and see what needs doing there. As you can see, it's a lovely space for animals, but it's missing a certain something. Well, 2 somethings. Warthogs. So I'd like you to adopt a pair of them. To adopt animals, we need to open the animal market, which is in the animal trading section.
I will leave you see.
Okay.
Good night.
Good night.
There we
Have
are,
fun
a
with
pair
them.
of perfectly
Did you
splendid
see-
warthogs for our zoo. Just click on them and select Adopt from the side menu. Normally the animal exchange would be full of animals, but I've emptied out the market while you learn how it works. The last thing I need is you accidentally ordering a dozen elephants. When you adopt an animal, it's automatically placed in the trade center, where they're held until you're ready to move them into their habitat, which, as it happens, you are. So how about you move them into their new home? When you ask for an animal to be moved into a habitat, your caretakers will go to the trade center, collect your animal, and deliver them to your selected habitat. I've marked the trade center's location, so let's go and watch the caretakers in action. Well, as you can see, those caretakers don't hang about. They'll move those animals to their destination as fast as possible. Of course, normally we'd have to place the animals into quarantine before moving them into a habitat, but I am assured by a person of good standing that these warthogs are in the very rudest of health. Right, let's get the warthog's habitat finished up so we can keep them nice and happy. You see, each animal in the zoo has an overall welfare statistic, basically how happy they are. And that overall welfare statistic is itself comprised of 4 different areas: nutrition,
Did they really
social
cram it in a
health,
box?
habitat, and enrichment. Luckily,
They
if
crammed
you
it in a
select an
box,
animal,
threw it on the
you can
ground,
mark their
and- oh,
animal
wow,
welfare
that's
information
terrible.
panel, which we saw earlier, where you can see how they're doing. That way, you'll know exactly what areas need to be addressed. Don't worry if that's a lot to remember. You can always check the Zoopedia for more information.
That right there is just animal abuse.
Let's start by making sure we're taking care of the warthog's nutrition welfare. To do this, we'll need to place a food station and a drinking station. Now, each animal requires a different type of feeding station. And for the warthogs, it's a small feeding trough. So let's add one of those and a water bowl.
I did that. Now what? Now what? What do I do? Oh, I guess I gotta wait for them to fill it up. Did I make 2 feed bowls?
Animals
Oh,
also
wow, I
require
did.
stimulation to keep them happy. Let's add a lovely mud bath for the warthogs to roll around in. That bath will count towards their enrichment welfare, specifically their toy enrichment welfare. Oh, nice work. You've got a knack for this, I see. Now, our contractor had to leave in a hurry, so this place is in a pharaoh state. Unfinished thingamajigs and whatsits all over the shop. But the first thing we need to finish is the ostrich habitat. It's over near the hippos.
I think I know where the hippos are.
Oh, before we actually start building our ostrich habitat, let's pause the game. Just click the pause button in the bottom right corner. Ah, that's more like it. A quick break. Sometimes it's a good idea to pause the game whilst you're doing something which requires your concentration, because it'll stop the zoo spinning out of control while you're looking the other way. Let's keep the game paused while we get this ostrich habitat built. Okay, job number 1 here is to add a habitat gate before we complete the barrier. Every habitat needs a habitat gate. After all, how else would the keepers get in and out? Just make sure it's hooked up to the path so the keepers can reach it. Right, let's complete the perimeter barrier so we can adopt us some ostriches. I've marked out an area for you to use, so I'd like you to finish off the perimeter using the brick barrier. Good work! Remember, before you can place animals in any habitat, it has to have a full loop of connected barrier. Now, you've probably noticed that guests can't actually see into this habitat at the moment. At least not without a stepladder. But seeing as they're banned, I'd like you to select a piece of barrier and swap out the brick for a glass barrier, so the guests can see in.
Oh god, what did I do? How do I swap it?
I don't know. I don't remember.
There we go.
There you go.
Adding in more windows gives guests even more opportunities to see the animals.
I had to select the wall first before I could do
It's
that.
always best to make sure the guests can get a good view into a habitat from the path they're walking on, because it makes them happy, and because this would be a pretty terrible zoo if they couldn't. The last thing we need to do is to add a donation box. You see, when guests enjoy the view of an animal, they'll make a donation. Just make sure you put them in easy-to-reach places, like near a viewing point. Donation boxes are one of the main sources of income for the zoo, so make sure you remember them. Now, before we adopt our ostriches, you should click the play button. After all, if the game's paused, then so are our caretakers, which will make it a bit tricky for them to deliver the ostriches, eh? By the way, as well as pausing the game, you can speed the game up by clicking on the fast forward button. It'll run everything at 2 times and 5 times faster. It can be useful, especially if you're waiting for money to accumulate or for animals to be delivered to your habitat. Personally, I use it when I'm waiting for a brew to finish. All right, you've finished the habitat, so it's high time we adopted those ostriches, don't you think? Let's get 4 of them in here. While we wait for them to be collected by the caretakers and brought to the habitat, you should get it ready for them. Add a suitable feeding station, water station, and an appropriate food enrichment item. It's often best to place things like enrichments and feeding stations near to the habitat perimeter, so guests can get a really good view of the animals.
To see the ostriches have somewhere they can really stretch their legs. Did you know they can actually run at 43 miles per hour? Oh, heaven forbid they ever escape. The speed camera fines alone would bankrupt us.
Well, Bernie certainly seems impressed. Did you do his speed camera joke? Every time we get an ostrich. So, now we've made the ostriches' lives a bit better, let's do the same for the keepers, shall we? To make it easier for the keepers to feed the ostriches and hippos, we should build a new keeper hut. Keeper huts are where the keepers prepare the food for animals, so they should be placed near to the habitats to make sure the keepers don't waste their time walking when they should be looking after the animals. You'll need to rotate the keeper hut to get it to connect up to the path.
How do I do that? Oh. Where the hell is the front of this thing? Okay, I see the front. I guess it's a sign. Am I supposed to be putting this somewhere? Oh, that's why.
This keeper hut only has space for 1 keeper, but the larger keeper hut can allow multiple keepers to prepare food at the same time. Oh, but bear in mind that keeper huts and other staff facilities shouldn't be placed near to areas where there are lots of guests. Guests don't like seeing facility buildings, and it can affect their happiness negatively. In case that wasn't clear. Something that all facilities, shops, and a whole host of other objects need is power, and that obviously includes your newly built keeper hut. So let's place a transformer next to it, shall we? Now, the reason everything has gone blue is because you're using the power heat map. This map allows you to see what is and what isn't powered in your zoo. So, once you've placed your transformer, you can click in the bottom left to turn the heat map off.
You can send that to fucking hell. It's going.
Lovely work. Now the keepers can start using the hut to prepare food, and thanks to where you've put it, they won't need to walk very far to deliver it to the ostriches and hippos.
Did I put it up in the air? Oh god, I did.
Let's get on to your next objective then. Bengal tigers.
Look at that.
Awesome, but I'm afraid there's nothing ready for them yet. Head on over to the plot of land I've marked out. It's not too far away.
How did I even manage that shit?
Righty, your next job is to build a habitat from scratch. And concrete and glass,
Either
I
you did
expect.
something
So, go ahead and
incredibly
build it.
wrong,
Just
or you
make
did
sure
something
the habitat
incredibly
includes
right.
that big hole we've done.
Both?
Oh, and don't forget to add a habitat gate to the barrier. Oh, and make sure the guests will be able to see the tigers. Now, Bernie takes safety very seriously at his zoos, so we should probably make sure those tigers can't jump out of their habitat, don't you think? The way we'll do it is by changing the height of the habitat's barrier. Okay then, you should start by double-clicking the habitat barrier, which will take you into barrier editing mode. Great. Now highlight the entire perimeter of the habitat. You can do that by clicking and dragging the barrier selection tool. Now you've got all of the perimeter selected, you can increase the height of it by clicking and dragging the barrier height tool upwards. You'll want to make sure it reaches a height of at least 3.7 meters. Now that the habitat is in place, don't forget to put down a donation box near to your viewing areas. We need every dollar we can get. Especially as these tigers aren't exactly eating instant noodles for lunch. Okay, that's the habitat boundary complete, the habitat gate in place, and most importantly, the tigers won't be able to jump out of it anymore. I think it's time we adopted those tigers.
But I don't wanna. But I don't wanna. Some expensive ass tigers.
Whilst our trusty caretakers collect and deliver the tigers, let's take a look at preparing the habitat for their arrival. We'll start with the basics. Add a suitable feeding station for them. This time, instead of adding a water bowl, let's try something different. Some animals need a pool in their habitat so they can go for a swim, but they can also use it to drink from. All you have to do is make sure the banks of the pool have a gentle slope so they can easily get a nice, refreshing drink. There's already a pool excavated, but you still need to fill it with water. You should do that by going into Terrain and selecting the water tool. Yes, that'll do nicely. Of course, just like the warthogs and ostriches, these tigers will also need some enrichment. Why don't you add some suitable toy and food enrichment items into their habitat? Okay, it's really starting to take shape. Now, the tigers will need a shelter in their habitat so they can hide from the guests, or more likely, the bad weather. Although given that we're in England, you might want to think of that just as normal weather. Go on, add a shelter to their habitat. You can either build one from various suitable bits and bobs, or if you like, just pop down the blueprint that I've already built for you.
I'll take the blueprint, lady. I put it wrong, but whatever.
Oh, poor dabs. I'm sure it can't have escaped your attention that the tigers look a bit miffed. That's because they aren't too keen on the type of terrain in their habitat. Select a tiger and bring up its information panel. Rightio, click on the terrain tab. That way you can view the terrain information and see how they feel about the different types of terrain. That'll tell you what the tigers need more of or less of in this habitat. Okay then, open the terrain editing tool, select painting, and give them some more soil. Yes, that should help with the habitat part of their welfare.
Isn't that what they want? They want the heavy soul? Is that what they want? I don't know. I did it right. Oh, I kinda... Oh. I may have goofed. There we go.
They say that good fences make good neighbors. I guess that's doubly true when one of the neighbors is a Bengal tiger. Still, those tigers look so happy that I doubt they'd leave, even if you did poke a hole in their fence. Oh, but for heaven's sake, don't test that theory.
Oh, for heaven's sakes, don't test that theory.
Let's head over to the Indian peafowls. I've been told that we need to improve their social welfare.
Yay. But I'm done with this game because this isn't my type of game. For now, at least. Unless you can do like a free build. Can you do like a free build?
I thought there was a free build on that.
I'm hoping there is. Because being forced to do the career mode, I'm just gonna fall asleep. I want to play, build my own zoo. Career mode just boring. Every career mode you do, it's like fucking tutorial after tutorial after tutorial and tutorial and tutorial. Let me fuck up. I mean, probably here I have Taiga, but I want to build my own zoo.
Whoa.
Is there a way I could just... Oh, here you go, sandbox. Select biome, grassland. North America. Yes. Create my zoo. I get why they have tutorials though. I mean, there's a lot to do. But the sad part is the flight simulator was easier to do without the tutorial.
Yeah.
So is all this mine? Is that what you're telling me? Oh god, this is gonna go badly. Oh yeah, this is gonna go terrible. Yep, just an empty lot where nothing is there. Creativity my ass. More like I'm gonna be still lost and confused. Tutorials never explain like if for this, for me personally, when it comes to stuff like this, for me, tutorial where it explains how you build an entire zoo from scratch is more beneficial than one jumping you right into the gameplay on how to build like a habitat and shit. So like, where the fuck is roads and stuff, or walkways, whatever? Do they just magically build? Can I drag and drop? Like, how do I build a road? Oh, here it is. Pass. Oh god, I can build it to the heavens.
Apparently.
I mean, I can always see if I can build a habitat out of the way up in the sky. Can I delete this shit? I delete stuff. Well. Oh, there you go. I like how I click North America and it's like I started in a fucking desert.
Welcome to Arizona.
Okay, so apparently I can literally build that shit to the sky, to the heavens.
That's kind of crazy.
But the question is, can I build an actual habitat up here? I believe it costs me money to do that. But yeah, no, you can't. Can I just like buy a bunch of animals? No. No. Because I don't have everything. Now I just want to see how high I can go with the path. Fuck it. Why is this even a thing?
That I have no clue. That's kind of weird for a tycoon.
Okay, I hit the max height. That's the max height.
That's the max height.
Yeah, so like what are you doing, making it so your people have to use binoculars and a telescope?
I don't know what I'm doing at this point. Yeah, the camera is like, what am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing at this point. Don't forget that exists. For now. So if you mix animals together, will they eat each other?
Probably.
So obviously, I need a facilities. I have unlimited resources, so it don't really matter what I do, apparently. So alright, got everything staff needs. Now to build my ginormous zoo. Yeah, there we go. That works, right? Then we put a door right there. Then we get on pass. And we... Oh god, why did it shoot it to the heavens? Yeah, I mean, at the rate this is going, they might need binoculars. My one zoo. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Facilities without power. Okay, okay. Gotcha, gotcha. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I got you. I got you, Barack. Let's go ahead and put that there. Makes no sense. Put that there. Put that one there. Go ahead and stick that one there. Check it out, man. I think I did a good job. Look at that. Look at that. Right there. See? Now they all have power, right? See, they can see in those habitats. Look at those beautiful habitats. It's just nothing but still match. See, a lion and tiger could technically climb out of that. There's also a gaping hole right there. I don't think that's going to be a problem. I don't, but I don't know. All right. So now to raise this, I think is what I have to do. So I'm gonna add tigers and shit. I'm gonna need to raise this, right? Alright, that's big enough, right? Big ass fucking cage like a damn T-Rex lives here. Alright, animal training. Money is not an option. Who cares? Just give me all these animals. Dude, we got hyenas, we got everything. Let me buy the animals, you bitch. Who cares? Oh, I can't send them there? Are you kidding me? You can't just send them into the damn pen? I'm a little disappointed. I can't do whatever the hell I want with this. Can I send hyenas in here? No? Why can't I? Alright, I'm done. I can't do whatever the hell I want, so I'm just done. Like, I don't like games where I'm being uncontrolled. Like, it's sandbox for a reason. It's called sandbox, for fuck's sakes. It's literally let me play the game the way I want to. Not sit there and keep trying to control me. Like, for fuck's sakes, man. Get your wording right. But if I want to build a zoo with all the animals running loose and people in cages, I should be allowed to. Know what I mean, Rabbit?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
No, it didn't it wouldn't let me place any animals at all. Like, couldn't just make one giant area with a bunch of different animals in there. No, it wouldn't let me. It wouldn't let me do any of that. It just prevented me from doing it. It's like, why call it sandbox then? It's a game where I'm gonna have to sit down for hours on end, doing every little just tedious shit, and I have fun. If that's the case, then I might as well just stick to career mode and not even waste my time with the fucking sandbox if I can't do what I want. That's the whole point of sandbox. That's what irritates me when games say it's sandbox in your control. Factorio, Satisfactory, that's pure sandbox. As soon as you start, you're told you gotta do some researches to unlock things. Otherwise, good luck. What to play now? I haven't even shown you what I did in Satisfactory, have I, right?
Probably not.
I don't think I showed Kylie either. Well, it's your lucky day. Gonna get on that Satisfactory. I'm gonna fine tune my wheel after this stream because I feel like I need to add some extra tabs like RPG Day and stuff like that. Then I can have like a clear idea of what I will do when I like say I land on Steam and I have these RPG games I can play, but if I land on Steam, then that means they're part of that, and I don't want to play those. Some ting ting ting, yeah. So I'm gonna make an RPG tab. I was also thinking about making a survival tab because I know we still got Grounded to do, but that game lags like hell when I stream it.
We still got Green Hell too.
Yeah, but at least that game don't lag. Well, it ain't gonna really be too much ting 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 though, because I was busy. I did a lot. You'll see soon, Rabbit. Unless you're joining me, they can see you and you get on here. Or I don't know. Well, see, on Steam, I don't really have that very many games to pick from. On Steam, I've pretty much beaten every game that I got, but in most of the games I still currently got aren't like on Steam left to beat or like RPGs and stuff, like time-consuming games. Well, there's a few of those I need to download. Alright, where are we? As you see up there in the top left corner, I've been busy. See the product complete phase 2?
No.
It's not loaded for y'all?
It is, but it isn't. It's like a black screen, but it has your like HUD overlay. It's fucking weird.
Didn't I have to do this in screen capture last time? Hang on.
I can't remember. It's just weird because it's like showing.
There we go. I just had to refresh it. Okay, let's see if it works now. Does it work now?
Yeah, that's so much better.
Okay, I just had to refresh game capture. Turn like uninstall it and put it back. Okay, you see the complete phase 2 up there?
Yeah.
I've been busy. Like, stupid busy. Hell, I have a chest just for fucking nails and wires now. It's full. See?
Yeah, you were kidding.
This one's got a bunch of those in there. Oh yeah, I build all these.
See, I know you were working on building those the last time you showed me those.
Oh, I finished the shit out of them. Like, hardcore finished the shit out of them. See, this one goes down to my steel production, which I increased. It's all loopy-loop and crazy shit now. These drills that are supplying all this are Mach 2 drills. That's a Mach 2 drill down there. I had to upgrade them in order to supply 3 factories. This is what's being produced down here. This one has it too. And then this one has steel poles, steel bars. As you can see, I have a lot. Because I don't need those right now. Then if you come back, I can't let you see that yet over there. The disaster fire that I created.
Like, how big of a disaster fire?
Oh, I got carried away just to see how I can do it with like Mach 2 drills, and yeah. This is my copper production. And this is my my overpowered factory area, my charcoal thing when it loads for you.
Yeah, that's a lot right there.
1 mine of coal supplies 6 of those. Yeah, I'll show you. See? This is just 1 coal mine supplying all of this.
I'm surprised there's only 1.
Oh, I upgraded the drill. What my thought process was, if one drill can supply 3, then an upgraded drill, which supplies 120 charcoal or coal per minute, should be able to supply 6. Which means when I get the next tier, then it should be able to supply, quote unquote, 9. Oh yeah, Kylie, I built all this in the sky. Every little bit of this is floating. What, the tube or the floating castle? I fell off and died like 4 times. The floating factory, I should say. I can branch this bitch wherever the hell I want. Essentially, that's how high I went. Minus the mountains, I would have to go higher. I removed essentially everything over here. If it ain't up here, then it's not up here. But everything over here is basically gone. Minus the other factories. Oh yeah, I need solid fuel for that. I haven't connected it to the charcoal power because it doesn't really need to be charcoal power. Plus we get a bunch of fucking trees and shit we can chop down every now and then and get solid fuel. Where'd I put the solid fuel? It's right here. I already have some in my inventory, but I'll take more. I have a factory just for that. Down there it makes those metal beams, and then here makes everything else I might need in bulk amounts. It's literally just storing. Just because I can. I learned that I could by the previous save file, and I was like, I wonder like if they added physical mechanics, and so I proceeded to essentially build up, and they didn't. But if there was anything holding it up, it would be this mountain right here, because it did connect it to the mountain. I deleted this farm here, this limestone farm, because we got like there's an area where I got a drill that is producing a crap ton of concrete. And that's our space elevator. I left the point thing here. Oh, when I bought the car, it became a craftable. Wouldn't let me, yeah, wouldn't let me buy it anymore. Put those in there. Just let it go. Makes those things, still producing them. Oh yeah, I need to check the fuel. It was almost out, good thing I brought some. But yeah, I deleted all the drills over here too. Basically, I build chests and manufacture assembly, and that's what produces our shit for the damn space engineer. That's how I've been doing it this entire time. Can you tell I was busy?
Yeah, you've definitely been busy.
Essentially, it's just me waiting around for the space elevator to be done. I mean, I could add more factories and make it faster, but then it gives me a chance to stockpile it. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, the tubes were one of my my favorite things to add. However, they take up a lot of power. That's why I had to add that entire factory section. Which is, I'll show you how much power we're consuming now. 400, maximum is 599. It also doesn't help that we have a battery. I think I deleted now. The battery also consumes a lot of power until it's charged. But if something happens, I literally have a battery juiced up and ready to go, just in case. Like, oh no, the thing stopped. Why did it stop? Kind of situation. But yeah, I'm only 142 more to go. Whee! I won't lie, I rode this a bunch of times when I first did it.
I don't doubt it.
I did the cannon thing I learned about too. It was fun, but I deleted it. Because then I accidentally kept walking into it and killing myself. Yeah, it's essentially just waiting around right now. Because we can't technically, I mean, we could do quartz, I think. We can build, like, I could try to find that, I think. And build in sulfur, I can make, like, something with that. Oh, there is one near me. There is one near this factory. Hmm. There's also two that way, but this one's closer to the big main plant. But I might go with the two in the back, but I need concrete. Oh, never mind, I don't need concrete. Let me go back across the tube. Then do the quartz scan. Oh, I forgot to change the stream to satisfactory. For now. $300 meters that way. Now you get to see how I do this. How I gauge distance is I take, since these are 4 meters each, I take the distance, divide it, and that's how I find it. Which would take me roughly 32 more of these. I don't see it. Okay, so after I mark it, I can just press it again. Didn't know that. Learned something new today. Where's it saying it's at? Below me? Is it underground? Maybe I need to build down then. Oh, it's underground.
And that's definitely interesting.
Is there a cave here? Is there a cave over here? I don't think I recall ever seeing one. Howie. Oh, hello. Maybe it's not underground. Maybe I'm losing my mind. I think I might be losing my mind. Though it feels like it's underground. Yeah, I already know I'm taking poison damage. And of course I missed my damn thing. Okay, I'm missing something. There's gotta be an entrance to a cave somewhere, because there's no fucking way I ain't found this shit yet. There ain't no fucking way in hell. I don't get it. I don't find it. I don't see it. It's right there though, so I don't understand like what the fuck I'm missing. I went down there though, and it's not down there. Come out, come out, come out. Wherever you are, you fucking quartz. Oh. No? Okay. Do I need to ascend to the heavens to find it? Do I need to like go all the way up there?
I mean, it's either above you or below you.
I mean, I don't think it's above me, but I mean, I could ascend to the heavens. Unless there's some cave entrance I'm missing somewhere. I don't get it. Looks like it's supposed to be right here, but it's not loading in. Are you the problem, bird? See, like right here.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
maybe-
looks like it would have been right there.
Or maybe I need to blow it the hell up. Or it's because I did this, like it won't spawn. Okay, I believe officially my game is bugged out. I broke my leg. I love how the entire time I was bullshitting that with that, I still didn't finish the damn space engine bullshit. Here's the quartz right there for this one. Right down below there. Or is that copper? Is that copper? Do we really have copper that close? Oh wow, never mind, that ain't quartz. That's copper.
I was gonna say, it's kind of hard to tell from up here.
I think there's a cave entrance right there. Or am I seeing things? I might be seeing things.
With how hidden everything is, very well could be.
No, it's not a cave entrance. Looks like the quartz might be in the poison though. I definitely passed that bitch. No, it's gotta be underground again. Sure as fuck ain't there? Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna assume these are all underground now. Okay. Or my game is just bugged out because it's like I mean, it's like they're being defended. You know what I need?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I said, you know what I need? A swig of my coffee. Well, this is sulfur right here. Oh no, calcium or whatever.
New technologies can be developed based on this new, superconductive, gold-like element, primarily in power and electronics. A new research tree can now be accessed in the MAM.
That's super random, right?
Yeah.
How many times have we gathered this already?
I could have sworn you've done it a few times.
Okay, yeah, this motherfucker's underground. There's no way in hell I ain't found it yet. The question is where the fuck is the way down? That's the question I need to be asking now. Because logically, I should have found this shit by now.
Yeah. We would have if it was above ground without an issue.
Which just means it's gonna be a bitch to fucking get this shit up out of there, most likely. Don't mind my jumping jutsu. Which, if it's underground, it's gonna be terrible to get it out. Unless this course is going to make me blow up the ground or do something stupid. Let me go back to my base, I guess. Check out, see? Maybe I'm missing something. Well, Kylie's still awake. She gets to see what the space elevator does. Did I rebuild the research center? Nope. Now it's built. Let you watch this. I mean, that's what makes it worth it, right? Hey, look, I can start loading in 2,500 and fucking things.
Yeah, that's definitely one that might take a minute.
Did my 3 hourly. I mean my 1 hourly. My every other hourly. Hourly? My Cateo Taco Belly? This thing's full, probably, yeah. I need to get more reinforced frames finally. Let's see what we unlocked. Oh look, gas mask. Finally. Old processing. Oh goody. We'll have to make industrial bullshit now. Manufacturer. Oh, sounds so much fun, doesn't it?
It sounds like it'll be time consuming.
You can already make the motors, luckily. Plastics you can't do unless you learn this shit. So this will be the first one we do. We unlock crude oil, basically. So I'll probably end up putting up a factory there for most of this shit. So gonna have to go get more. Senators and rotators. There we go. crap, I forgot rotators. Gotta love when you forget shit.
Yeah. Especially on shit like that.
I gotta finish deleting that. Also, let me check something here before I forget again. Why am I having so much difficulty with quartz? Do we have a bunch of this shit in a personal chest somewhere?
I thought we did, yeah.
Or did we throw it away because we didn't know what the fuck to do with it? I think we threw it in the damn stupid point thing.
We might have actually.
That's fine. I mean, we didn't know. Now we know. It's used to make electrical circuits, which means we'll probably need it for this shit. How many rotators do I have? Not very many. But it's fine. I mean, if I was leaving my game on, for like all night while I slept, I wouldn't have everything full. Because everything can basically produce itself by itself. Minus select few things that would need to be done manually, you know?
Yeah.
But I want them done manually because you don't, like, for later on uses, you don't really use that much of them. It's 3 AM. I'm gonna end the stream. Have a good night, everybody, and you take care. Thank you for watching.